The history of capitalism is a story of innovation, growth, and progress. It's transformed the world in countless ways, and its influence can be seen in every corner of our lives. Capitalism is a system of economics that has become the cornerstone of the modern global economy. Its beginnings can be traced back to the late 18th and early 19th centuries, during the Industrial Revolution. As the world saw the emergence of new technologies and factories, the old feudal economic systems began to crumble. It was in England that capitalism began to take root, with the establishment of a free market system that allowed individuals to buy and sell goods and services without interference from the government. This was accompanied by the emergence of joint stock companies, which allowed individuals to pool their resources and invest in businesses. As capitalism began to spread throughout Europe, it found a welcoming home in the United States, which was founded on the principles of individual liberty and free enterprise. The American economy flourished under this system, with the country becoming the wealthiest and most powerful in the world. Today, capitalism has become the dominant economic system in the world, with countries around the globe embracing its principles. Despite its many critics, it has proven to be an incredibly powerful engine for economic growth and innovation, lifting billions out of poverty and spurring the development of new technologies and industries. But is capitalism the best economic system there is? Or are there other systems that could be considered better? Why do some people think capitalism is the best? First and foremost, the best argument for capitalism is that it rewards hard work and innovation. In a capitalist economy, individuals are free to pursue their own interests, which creates a powerful incentive for entrepreneurs to come up with new ideas and products. This, in turn, leads to greater economic growth and prosperity. One of the most significant benefits of capitalism is the way it incentivizes innovation and technological progress. In a free market system, businesses compete with one another to offer the best products and services at the lowest price, which drives innovation and encourages companies to develop new technologies and improve existing ones. Companies like Apple and Microsoft have revolutionized the way we communicate and access information through their products like smartphones and personal computers. Another benefit of capitalism is that it promotes economic growth and creates jobs. When businesses are free to operate without undue interference from the government, they can create jobs, increase production, and stimulate economic growth. This has been borne out in countries like China and India, where the adoption of capitalist policies has led to significant economic growth and the lifting of millions out of poverty. Also, capitalism provides individuals with the freedom to choose how they want to live their lives and pursue their dreams. This is in contrast to socialist or communist systems where the government makes most of the decisions about how the economy and society are run. In the United States, entrepreneurs are free to start businesses and pursue their passions, which has led to the creation of countless successful companies and products. Capitalism has been shown to be an effective means of providing incentives for individuals to work hard and succeed. The idea of the American dream, that anyone can achieve success through hard work and determination, is a prime example of this. People are motivated to work hard and build a better life for themselves and their families. What are the drawbacks of capitalism? While capitalism has undoubtedly brought about many positive changes, it's not without its drawbacks. One of the most significant criticisms of capitalism is that it can lead to vast inequalities in wealth and income. Under capitalism, those with the resources to invest in businesses and accumulate wealth can often do so at the expense of those who are less fortunate. This can result in a society where a small percentage of the population holds a disproportionate amount of the wealth and power, while the rest struggle to get by. In the United States, for example, the wealthiest 1% of the population controls nearly 40% of the country's wealth, while the bottom 80% control just 7%. This has led to growing calls for economic reform, with many arguing that the system is rigged in favor of the wealthy. Another criticism of capitalism is that it can lead to a focus on short-term profits at the expense of long-term sustainability. Companies may prioritize maximizing profits over investing in things like worker safety, environmental protection, and social responsibility. This can lead to environmental destruction and exploitation. In the pursuit of profit, companies may engage in activities that harm the environment, such as pollution or deforestation, or exploit workers in countries with lax labor laws. In the 1980s and 90s, many multinational corporations moved their manufacturing operations to countries like China and Vietnam, where labor was cheap and regulations were lax. This led to widespread worker exploitation and environmental degradation as companies prioritized profit over people and the planet. In addition, capitalism can sometimes result in a lack of competition, as large corporations can dominate the market and stifle innovation. This can limit consumer choice and result in a lack of diversity in the marketplace. Capitalism can also be criticized for its tendency to create boom and bust cycles, with periods of rapid economic growth often followed by severe recessions or even depressions. These downturns can result in significant social and economic costs, including job losses, foreclosures, and widespread hardship. In 2008, for example, the world experienced a global financial crisis as a result of rampant speculation and risky financial practices by banks and other financial institutions. This crisis led to widespread unemployment, home foreclosures, and economic hardship for millions of people around the world. While the crisis was caused by a variety of factors, many argued that the unchecked greed and risk-taking of the financial industry was a significant contributor. Are there any better economic systems than capitalism? Now, we can all agree that capitalism has been incredibly effective at promoting economic growth and individual freedom, and that it's not without its flaws. Some argue that there are other economic systems that might be better suited to promoting greater equality, sustainability, and social well-being. One alternative economic system that has been gaining in popularity in recent years is socialism. Socialism advocates for the collective ownership and control of the means of production, with the aim of promoting greater equality and social justice. This system has been adopted in countries like Cuba and Venezuela with mixed results. It's difficult to say whether socialism is better than capitalism, as each system has its own advantages and disadvantages, and what works best will depend on a society's unique needs and values. As we discussed earlier, socialism advocates for the collective ownership and control of the means of production, with the aim of promoting greater equality and social justice. This system has been implemented in countries like Cuba and Venezuela with mixed results. One advantage of socialism is that it provides greater social protection and safety nets for individuals. For example, in countries like Sweden and Norway, the government provides free education, healthcare, and other social services to its citizens. This has led to higher levels of social well-being and equality in these countries compared to others. However, socialism can also be associated with decreased economic growth and innovation, as the government may have more control over the economy and restrict the incentives for individuals to innovate and create new products and services. Another alternative economic system is participatory economics, which advocates for the decentralization of decision-making power and the active participation of individuals in economic decision-making. This system has been implemented in parts of Venezuela and Brazil with the aim of promoting greater social and economic democracy. While each system has its own challenges and limitations, the question of whether there is a better economic system than capitalism remains an open one. Ultimately, the answer will depend on a society's unique goals, values, and needs, and will require careful consideration of the strengths and weaknesses of each system. For instance, a capitalist system may be best suited for a society that values individual freedom and economic growth, while a socialist system might be a better fit for a society that values greater equality and social justice. Another factor to consider before deciding which economic system is best is society's resource availability. The economic system chosen must be feasible and take into account the resources available. A society with limited resources may find it challenging to provide free healthcare and education to all its citizens, which may impact the feasibility of a socialist system. Other factors to consider include external factors like global economic conditions and adaptability. Ensuring the chosen economic system can respond to changing conditions and sustainability, and balance economic growth with environmental and social concerns. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.